to protect against triple E, the rare mosquito-borne virus Eastern equine encephalitis. It's killed 9 and sickened at least 21 others in 7 states. Sophia Garabedian and
There's no such thing as a two-person marriage, so we have. Is he still? Are you married? You got 2 years to learn from his marriage and free. Soon as we let go, start calling him like getting back to family again.
And they know that the main culprit is the United States of America's government.
And so I want to bring in our chief global affairs correspondent, Martha Raddatz, tonight. And Martha, the Iranian president, they're avoiding the question on whether the Iranian people are suffering here if he's putting his people first. But on this idea that the U.S. offered to lift sanctions, what is the State Department saying tonight?
Well, the short answer from the State Department is that it didn't happen. There were no offers to relieve sanctions in exchange for a meeting.
Coach, some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the New York Jets.
Visit the ambassador if Iran released
this will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Citizens currently being detained in Iran.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys are set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Tonight, this Friday, there is news about the new Joker movie, the FBI tonight, the LAPD, among those taking action this evening. Also ahead, the deputy shot from behind and killed during a traffic stop, and what the sheriff is saying about this just tonight. Health news this evening about alcohol and dementia and the amount of alcohol that brings benefits, they say, and then how much is too much. And the
throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Just another reminder.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the college dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Your doctor should monitor your weight and may stop treatment. Upper respiratory tract infection and headache may occur. Tell your doctor about your medicine if you're pregnant.
Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And they need to adjust accordingly. The LAPD announcing plans to maintain high visibility around movie theaters when the film is released.
Play action. It's Darnold. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Reminding customers they will not admit anyone wearing masks or face paint. And Warner Brothers compelled to state what should be obvious, David, that the film is not an endorsement of real-world violence and that the Joker character...
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Deputy shot from behind, critically wounded, and we have just learned he did not survive. Important news about dementia and alcohol tonight, and that elk attack on tourists here in the U.S.
No matter how much you clean, does your house still smell stuck?
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram. He goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield. Although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence. Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they like some matchups that they had. Thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away.
Planning for the future together. That's financial wellness. Talk to
And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
One of the trainers has come forward now saying that Roy essentially was to blame.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A man and woman knocked to the ground alone was actually pinned by the antlers. A public works employee using his pickup to block the elk. No one was seriously hurt.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Alcohol could actually help older adults lower their risk.
Here's Darnold.
55%.
Oh my God.
Picked off at the 35. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined it.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly? Did you decline that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? First and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Last drop. Today, your information is more exposed than ever. When you shop, bank, or browse online, you're vulnerable to cyber criminals. More threats demand more protection. That's why Norton and LifeLock are now one, combining devices.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
I'm working to treat every car like I treat mine.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Because with high bad cholesterol, my risk of a heart attack or stroke is real. Repatha plus a statin seriously lowers bad cholesterol by 63%. It significantly drops my risk of having a heart attack or stroke.
This is the running back, Powell. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Back pain, high blood sugar, and redness, pain, or bruising at the injection site.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Funny tonight here, our person of the week, the teacher who heard about a student in another class who they all thought might not be able to make
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ryan Neighbors is a 4th grader at Tully Elementary School in Louisville, Kentucky. She was born with spina bifida, and she's endured 39 surgeries.
They run with Washington.
Has never stopped her. LA.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Even though she wasn't his student,
She has an unbelievable amount of obstacles to overcome, so I could just help her out in one simple way.
He carried Ryan in a backpack. She was overjoyed.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And he finds his man Griffin. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 26.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done.
And Ryan's message.
On first down, Darnold. Darnold's got it, complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. A gain of 6 there on first. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
10-year veteran, was a hero, was a respected member of the community, and he was a trailblazer.
A suspect in custody. What we're learning about him.
Please keep this hero in your thoughts and prayers. Please keep the family in your thoughts and prayers.
All this as investigators work to figure out why this happened.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
That's right. Here's video right now from Sky High just moments ago. It shows law enforcement as well.
Powell takes it from Darnold.
You can see swimming deputy Sandy.
But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
The first down throw, Darnold. This will be caught just inside the 10. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Let's start with ABC 13's Shelley Childers, who's live at Memorial Hermann in Houston with the very latest. Shelley?
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Procession made its way down the street to the Texas Medical Center.
Washington now out of the gun. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
During a routine traffic stop,
after 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
He's a father of 3 school-aged children and dedicated to a life of public service. We know that he left a lucrative career owning a business in the trucking industry in order to become a deputy. He was described as a great person by former Sheriff Adrian Garcia.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Now my colleague Chauncey Glover is back in the newsroom with the close friend of all the deputies. Chauncey.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we control. This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Has been great that he's been able to serve in this manner. I think the people of Harris County are devastated, as I am as well, that he was protecting the citizens of this county when
knew this deputy, and he leaves behind a wife and kids, but you knew the service that he did, not only in the Sikh community, but also everyone knew that he loved serving others, and he loved being a deputy. Talk about that.
He did, and I feel like it could be marked by year after year.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. It's complete to Brown, right side.
He passed away. How much work
they
he
get
actually
11
did to
back
not
on that one. It leads to third down.
Anything he could for the family.
It's hard to know who's more dynamic between quarterback Lamar Jackson and that man Hollywood Brown. But they're just going to try to get the ball in Brown's hands early and often like they did there and see what he can produce. So many folks in Baltimore excited about this young pup, and for good reason. The rookie first-rounder out of Oklahoma is explosive.
Were they best friends when he helped his family after he passed away? But he was also there planning that vigil there, and now all we're left to plan his vigil. I mean, just
from McGowan on third down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 60 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Now he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
This fucking defense.
He lost the football.
Are you kidding me?
He'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from a yard out as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Darnold now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. Now Darnold. Got an open man. It's a known one. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. He's got Anderson right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Stay home, stay home, stay home, stay home. Switch it. Any weapon.
On first down, Powell trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
Now Washington. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Hey, I-7.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold finds his target, Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They run from the shotgun with Washington. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Back to you.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Darnold.
Oh!
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
God damn it, dude. Fuck, the Dolphins fucking me up with my fucking belt.
I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up.
Don't run on him, man. Sam Adams is there to hit.
The fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. They run with Powell. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Bilal Powell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Jackson now to throw again. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jordan Jenkins able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Double dog, that's the way. Pass it. 24's the mark. Let's go.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Crowder now to return. Whoosh!
Oh.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Why is he not in my lineup the right way?
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, baby.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
What's coming from?
Check 26, check 26.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got a noon one. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The result, a first down as the quick slant gets him 14.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And Anderson's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. He was the leading receiver for the Jets a season ago, Robbie Anderson, 50 catches, over 750 yards, and getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You'd figure that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. On first, here's Washington, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now it's Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Washington gets it going right. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. If they're going to try to complete this comeback, they need more runs like that from him because until that point, he's been virtually shut down.
And based on where they are right now in this game, you would expect the ball to be in the air. But his ability to break off those types of runs, you can get big chunk plays on the ground as well, and he just provided one.
They'll run on first down. It's Powell. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check it back. Tighten up.
Off of play action, Darnold on the move to his left.
Oh my God, threw the damn ball.
Down he goes. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Catanzaro's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on.
Oh, face mask.
Come on, what does that mean, break out? That just because you break
Come on, Mo.
I'm not sure about
you don't do that shit, Mo.
I have no idea.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Oh, you dummy.
He's got the hook up. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Dummy, stupid. Dummy.
His 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it, took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him.
As soon as I switched up, I fucking stopped.
Those tight ends are often former wide receivers, or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Darnold now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Running it, Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Willie Henry, his second sack of the night. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On 2nd down, Montgomery. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone looked
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Henry Anderson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Jackson.
What? Don't you say pass interference? Oh.
Have a penalty flag down, however.
Are you kidding me, dude?
That's about. So
are you kidding me?
Contact, pass interference.
That is not pass interference, you stupid game.
And rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
Not pass interference.
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given a little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
24 is the mic. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. 24 is the mic. Here we go, here we go. 24 is the mic.
On third down, Jackson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
2 times. Hey. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Check my 40. Yeah. You don't want that. 36. Hey, march in. Lady. Check.
On third down, Powell. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
I used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Early down steps will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd down now, it's Washington. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Darnold. Past the 20. Found his target. It's Anderson. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Shit.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Bilal Powell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Blitz coming from, where's the blitz coming from? Crowder. Fade. Hendon. Ooh, shit, yeah.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get... And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. C.J. Mosley in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game. The way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Did she just fucking tell me what to do?
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
50 seconds to mine. 50 seconds to mine. Watch it.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Oh, shit. Let's take a...
Check. Check. 48's the mark. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Jets, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.